Dogs and sleds are a common sight in northern Alaska in the winter. But in southeast, it's not mushing that gets blood racing through the veins of the canine community, it's weight pulling. A sport that tests both the physical strength and relationships between a dog and its owner.
Oh, good boy!
Dog weight pulling as an organized sport is relatively new in southeast. It began in Juneau as a means for youngsters in the local 4-H dog obedience club to demonstrate their skills. Now it's an annual event, sanctioned by the National Weight Pull Association, and its popularity is growing both with entrants and spectators each year. Although it's the dog that does the pulling, it's the handler who provides the motivation. 17-year-old Harley Dufek of Juneau is one half of the team that includes Rapha, a 3-year-old St. Bernard. Together they've gone beyond their 4-H project and developed a daily workout routine, one of which all of Harley's St. Bernards want to take part.
When I come home after school during the winter, and especially before a competition for weight pulling, that I just work with him for a little bit. I do like maybe 4 or 5 pulls with him, and so he doesn't get really burnt out on the subject.
Harley says pulling is a natural instinct for dogs starting the sport. The key is getting used to the special weight pulling harness and learning that the sled is not chasing them.
There you go. Good job. You have to get the dog's self-confidence all really built up when he's first learning like this, so that the sled doesn't knock into the back of his legs or whatever, and he gets really scared of it. The thing that you really have to teach your dog in weight pull is to come. You know, he has to focus on you and come. Come on.
Through this daily training, the dog develops not only confidence, but physical strength. People who develop a daily exercise routine often mention feelings of well-being and relaxation as one of the rewards.
There we go. Good dog. It does the same thing for the dog. You know, it not only keeps it fit and healthy and, you know, strong and all that, but it also keeps the dog's self-esteem up and knows that you love it, you know, even if you go to work all day and you come back home and, you know, you do this little exercise with them, they think it's really great.
Come on, come on, come on. Go back. Don't touch her. You ready, huh? You ready? Yeah.
On the day of competition, trainers hope all the exercise, practice, and self-esteem building comes together and isn't lost in the excitement of crowds, noise, and other dogs.
Morning to everybody out there. Appreciate you getting up so early in the morning. The dogs are ready to go. I saw some other people out here practicing a minute ago.
There are 4 divisions in competitive weight pulling, and dogs compete according to their weight. The empty sled weighs 150 pounds. Additional weight is added after each successful 25-foot pull. Each dog has 60 seconds to cross the finish line. Dogs may be encouraged but not touched or given treats during the pull. An assistant at the rear of the sled acts as a brake. Whatever the style or amount of training, hugs and praise are the most important reward in weight pulling. If time runs out and the dog can't complete the pull, help is provided to ensure the dogs don't lose confidence. Every dog in the competition must follow the same rules, but here similarities in pulling end and individual personalities take over. Eventually, the outcome rests on a final pull.
Come on, boy. Come on.
1,230 pounds in the cart. Okay, Rapha is a male St. Bernard, 3 years old, been pulling for 3 years, weighs 161.5 pounds. Rapha, pulling.
Come on.
gives me a real adrenaline rush to see him pulling like that, especially when when he's pulling really heavy weights and he's getting down and his feet are spreading wide out in his chest and his whole head's coming way down. You can tell that all his muscles in his back and everything you can see his forearm muscles.
Knew you could do it. Knew you could do it.
Harley says the discipline of training has been worth it, both for his dogs and for his own outlook on life.
I work a lot with my dog, and he came through for me, and so I think it's a good example of how it works in life too.